Hey, how's it going? Before we get into today's video, I just want to apologize for some of the background noise. What can I say? Nature. I love shooting videos in nature, but there is some background noise and some lawn work happening over here. So today I just want to answer a question that I've been getting from a few folks, and it has to do with the fact that I wake up ridiculously early. At least in their mind, it's ridiculously early. And I think the question first is, why do I do that? And second is, how do I do it? Well, to answer the first question, why, it's really about productivity and self-care for me. I just found that throughout the day I was feeling like I didn't have time. I think that's something that a lot of us deal with. And I was working on a project, especially this last 6 or 8 months, and I was just getting stressed because I didn't feel like I had time, and it was taking away from family time, or causing me to be on my computer, my laptop at times when I'd rather be with my family or engaged in other activities. And so it was about productivity first and foremost. And I found that by waking up at 4 in the morning, I was up a couple of hours at least before the rest of the household, and that was my time. And I don't mean that in a selfish way, but it was about self-care for meditation, preparing my food for the day, and also being productive in a sense with work and working on my project. So that was really the reason why. And to answer the question how, maybe is a little more difficult in some respects, but it was really a shift in mindset is what it boils down to. I, like a lot of folks, was telling myself the story that I can't wake up early. I used to literally say, I'm not a morning person. If I wake up before 6 o'clock in the morning, I just feel like crap the rest of the day. Well, the reality is that was not even not even remotely true. The fact is, I had really bad sleep habits. I was staying up way too late at night, and it was a struggle, to wake up early. So I just found that by shifting my bedtime to more like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, I was falling asleep rather easily from being tired, but also that I didn't have as much stress on my mind lying in bed at night, concerned about projects I had to work on and how I don't have time and so on, because I knew when I woke up in the morning, I was looking forward to my cup of coffee in the morning, and B, I knew whatever I had to take care of was going to be dealt with in the morning, and so a lot less stress to keep me up at night. And so again, it really boiled down to a mindset. And what I found was that it took a little adjustment. It wasn't something that happened overnight, no pun intended, or pun intended. It wasn't like overnight I was just a 4 o'clock in the morning guy. It took a little time, but it was really also this discipline. When that alarm goes off in the morning and the tendency is to hit the snooze, especially if man, I could stay in bed for 2 more hours, it's very tempting. But in order to be productive, in order to achieve the goals that I had set, in order to get the outcomes that I was desiring and to show up in my life and in my profession the way I wanted to, this is what I knew I needed to do. And so when that alarm goes off in the morning, rather than hitting the snooze, I would just wake up. I wouldn't even let myself hit the snooze one time. And that's a strategy I would really, really encourage. And, I would really encourage you to give this a try. It doesn't have to be 4 o'clock in the morning. It could be only a half hour earlier to begin with, maybe an hour after that. And just see how that creates some time and space for you for self-care, or whatever it is you feel like you could use that time for that would be productive and beneficial to you and the direction you're going. And if you're finding that it's a struggle, you should be asking yourself the questions like, what is my mindset around this? What is my belief around this? What is the story that I tell myself around this? And then see about changing that story. It's really about the shift in mindset is what it boils down to. And on that note, I have some tools that I'm going to be sharing with you guys in the very near future about how to get into your state of mind, to be an observer of that, and to see how your thoughts are shaping your reality, and if that reality is conducive for you, if it's taking you where you want to be, if it's helping you to live your best life, or is it kind of tripping you up instead. So I'll have all that coming out probably on Monday of next week, and if you're interested in learning more about it, in the meantime, I would encourage you to go to my website. It's chrisroachwellness.com, and there you can, it's just a page right now where you can enter your name and your email, and you'll be the first to know when information about this new program is coming out, and other news as well. Essentially be a VIP at the front of the line. And I would love for you to do that if you would. I'll put a link down below, but also I would love it if you like these videos, if you would click the like button, And if you're also interested in getting notifications, I would ask that you would subscribe and then hit that little bell down there as well, and that's going to notify you as soon as new content is posted. So in the meantime, what's your story about waking up? What time of day do you wake up? And are you a morning person, or is this something you might be interested in? And if you give it a shot, post in the comments below and let me know how it goes. And if you have questions, post those as well. Until next time, guys, have a fantastic day, and peace.